Good evening and welcome to our special report on the latest developments in the global financial markets.
Welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar channel, your number one source for breaking updates on Iraq's economy, currency developments, potential revaluation everyone is waiting for. Today's headline is huge and it has already shaken the community. Vietnam's Dong RV confirmed Dinar is reportedly trading at a secret backcreen value that you and I can't yet see on the front pages of Forex. This is the kind of update that could change the entire conversation about where things are headed and how soon. I want you to understand why this matters. The Vietnamese Dong move was not just some random fluctuation. It came from credible sources who are close to the process. They confirmed that Vietnam revalued its dong earlier this week. Now, the interesting part is that while most people are waiting to see this reflected on Forex or international platforms, truth is that these changes often appear behind the curtain first. And what we are hearing now is that the dinar is already in play on those hidden back screens. Think of it this way. Banks don't wait for the official public announcement to prepare. They already have access to test screens, internal trading platforms, channel updates that show the real values before they go public. That is where the dinar is being traded right now, not at the outdated numbers you see online, at a stronger secret value that is slowly being positioned for release. This is exactly why so many insiders have been stressing patience, because what happens in the back offices eventually moves to the front for all of us. The key detail coming out of this is that the rates on those hidden screens are much higher than the old numbers. That means investors who have been waiting are right now holding something that is already worth more in select circles. The exciting part is not only that it is moving, but that it is aligning with the timing many sources had predicted. We are hearing this could come to the front screens of Forex by the end of this month, which is now just days away. That happens, the whole global financial community will finally see what insiders have known for weeks. Now, let's connect this with Vietnam's move. The Dong RV was confirmed on Monday, and insiders are saying that major financial players have already started preparing redemption logistics. What does that mean? It means that they aren't waiting for the news headlines to tell them the rate. They are already operating as if this is a done deal. If Vietnam has taken that step, you can be sure Iraq is not far behind. In fact, Iraq is already on the same road. The difference is Iraq's currency is not yet visible to the public. The pieces are being put in place. Sources also point out that this is not about random speculation anymore. These are coordinated steps tied to major global financial institutions. You can imagine how carefully these moves are being managed. The timing isn't left to chance. About stability, optics, and making sure the rollout happens smoothly. And that is why the backcreen trading is such a critical sign. It shows that the dinar has moved into a new phase. It is already alive in the system, even if and I don't see it yet. So why does it take time before these values hit the front screens? Simple. Markets need time to adjust. Governments need time to communicate, need time to test their systems. They don't want chaos. They want control. But the reality is, if you know where to look, you already know the game has started. That's why so many insiders are excited right now, because the hidden rates mean the public is next. And the public is you. One of the strongest confirmations we got is that banks are not just seeing these values. That they are preparing redemption centers with their own versions of rates for both the dinar and the dong. that tells you everything you need to know. They wouldn't spend resources or for something that isn't real. They are positioning for when this goes public, and when it does, you can bet that the lines will form quickly. What's even more interesting is the consistency of the information. Multiple reliable voices are saying the same thing. Vietnam's Dong has RV'd. Iraq's Dinar is on back screens at a stronger value, and redemption centers are preparing for appointments possibly before the end of this month. That's not a coincidence. That's coordination. That's coordination. And when you see coordination at this level, it's a signal that we are closer than ever before. Think about how long this community has been waiting for a breakthrough. The doubts, the delays, the denials, and now finally we are seeing concrete signs that the process has started. Vietnam has moved. Iraq is moving, and the banking world is responding. This is the kind of chain reaction that leads to big outcomes. You're not just hearing rumors anymore. You're seeing actions. That's what makes this moment different. Yes, it will always be skeptics. Some will say they need to see it on Forex before they believe, and that's fine. Those who follow these moves closely know that Forex is the last step, not the first. By the time it shows up there, the real insiders have already been trading at the new values for days, even weeks. That's how the system works. So when we talk about backcreen trading, talking about reality, it's happening right now behind the scenes. The big question is what happens next. From what we're hearing, the goal is to have public facing rates soon. And soon doesn't mean years. We're talking weeks, maybe even days. Sources say appointments could be set up before this month ends, which matches everything else we're hearing. That means we are right in the window of change. Anyone holding Dinar or Dong, that is the news you've been waiting for. Some are also pointing out that Iraq's central bank has been preparing for this moment quietly. They've been adjusting their policies, stabilizing their reserves, positioning themselves to enter the global stage in a stronger position. And that's exactly what an RV is about. It's not just about giving holders a big payday. It's about aligning Iraq with the international system in a credible way. Backcreen trading is proof that they are already in that system, even if it hasn't been announced yet. So when we connect the dots, we see a clear picture forming. Vietnam has confirmed its move. Iraq is already active behind the curtain. Banks are preparing. Redemption centers are gearing up, and insiders are saying the timing is right now. This is the most momentum we've seen in years, and it is building by the day. If you've been waiting, this is your moment to pay attention like never before. At the same time, let's stay grounded. Until it hits the front screens, nothing is official for the public. That's the reality. But don't mistake that for inactivity. The activity is very real, and it is happening in the places that matter most. The insiders are confirming it. The banks are seeing it. And the movement is undeniable. We're waiting for is the flip of the switch that brings it to the surface. One thing I want to emphasize is this. The banks are not guessing. They are working with real numbers, real rates, and real timelines. That's why the back screens matter. That's why the insiders are confident. It's why you should be watching this very closely, because when it comes forward, it will come fast. And those who weren't paying attention will be caught off guard. This is the moment to stay alert, stay informed, and stay ready. The pieces are moving exactly as predicted. Vietnam's RV is real. Iraq's Dinar is trading at new values. Global financial system is preparing, and the timing points to this month will be here every step of the way, keeping you updated with the facts, the signals, truth as it unfolds. And with that, I want to thank you for watching the Iraqi Dinar channel. If you found this update valuable, make sure you like this video, share it with others, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the breaking news that could change everything for currency holders around the world. Stay tuned, stay ready. Remember, the story isn't over yet. In fact, it's just beginning.